Can't we help people who are underprivileged without tearing down white people?
Well, I think not for the left, because for them, we are the problem. And maybe a little less you and I, but we're definitely up there. Probably only white men like Ben Shapiro would top us in that kind of must be the problem in America. And then you and I are next because we're conservative women. But of course, liberal white women are at the bottom of the list of who is to blame for all of this. I think it is a bigger problem. I think, you mentioned there, they actually said, too, that they want more women in their STEM programs. Well, then more women should apply and be qualified for STEM programs. It turns out women tend to not go into the maths and sciences because we're good at other things like, I don't know, management, communication, motherhood, owning small businesses. But these are facts that, the left likes to ignore, and they just like to have a scapegoat. And in this case, it is, that 39% or 36% of white students that are going to be used as a scapegoat. And I think it's really discouraging because it's in the long term, it is not going to be a benefit to any of these students that need a good education, that need a leg up, like you mentioned. How is this going to help them in the future? Because guess what? When they leave that college campus and get into the real world, I doubt they're going to be able to find a corporation that's going to treat them with such kid gloves.
Well, maybe if liberals have their way, they will. If we're not allowed to hire candidates based off of their qualifications.
If they get a job in Hollywood, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe with a liberal Politico here or a liberal news station. I don't know, but isn't that the definition of sexism, though? I saw the same thing in the report. It's about a 30-page report, by the way, that this university released, and they said that they want to increase diversity in, quote, the traditionally male-dominated majors such as STEM and architecture and environmental design. But isn't that the very definition of sexism, is to force women to do what they don't want to do? And I don't see how you force women to take part in these STEM majors unless you're forcing them or pressuring them, which is just as bad in some cases, to do what they don't want to do. The opportunity is there. They can apply for these majors if they want to. They clearly don't want to, which is why they're not. So coercing them, isn't that just sexist?
Yeah, I mean, we're in the year 2018. If this was the year 1958, there might be an issue with women in the STEM fields, right? But thank God we have changed. Thank God society has changed. And there are lots of smart women out there. I mean, hello, there was an Oscar-nominated film all about it. But, there has to be some logistical and real information that is applied here, that maybe women aren't applying for the STEM programs because, one, maybe they don't like the STEM program at your school, or two, statistically, they are not as interested in those kinds of fields, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love Carly Fiorina often says that true feminism is a woman being able to do what she wants to do, and I would apply that to whether or not she wants to be a stay-at-home mom or whether or not she wants to go to San Luis Obispo College and be in their STEM program. That should be entirely up to her. She shouldn't be pressured out of a lab, but she shouldn't be pressured into it either.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.